Next stop, Patchen Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. This stop is Patchen Avenue and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Lafayette Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Lafayette Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Green Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Green Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Quincy Street. Transfers available to the Z train and B52. This stop is Broadway and Quincy Street. Next stop, Broadway and Madison Street. This stop is Broadway and Madison Street. Next stop, Broadway and Jefferson Avenue. This stop is Broadway and Jefferson Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Halsey Street. Transfers available to B7 and B26. This stop is Broadway and Halsey Street. Next stop, Broadway and McDonough Street. Transfer available to B20. This stop is Broadway and McDonough Street. Next stop, Broadway and Rockaway Avenue. Transfers available to B20 and B60. This stop is Broadway and Rockaway Avenue. Next stop, Broadway and Chauncey Street. This stop is Broadway and Chauncey Street. Next stop, Broadway and Granite Street. This stop is Broadway and Granite Street. Next stop, Broadway and Hull Street. This stop is Broadway and Hull Street. Next stop, Van Sinderen Avenue and Fulton Street. Transfers available to the A, C and L trains, Long Island Railroad, B12, B25, Q56 and B83. This stop is Van Sinderen Avenue and Fulton Street. Next stop, Jamaica Avenue and Georgia Avenue. This stop is Jamaica Avenue and Georgia Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and New Jersey Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and New Jersey Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Vermont Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Vermont Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Bradford Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Bradford Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Van Siclen Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Shinck Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Shinck Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Warwick Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Warwick Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Elton Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Elton Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Essex Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Essex Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Berryman Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Berryman Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Milford Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Milford Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Euclid Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Euclid Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Crescent Street. Transfer available to B13. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Crescent Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Autumn Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Autumn Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Sheridan Avenue. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Eldert Lane. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Eldert Lane. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 75th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 75th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 77th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 77th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 80th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 80th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 82nd Place. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 82nd Place. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 84th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 84th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 86th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 86th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 88th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 88th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 90th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 90th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 92nd Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 92nd Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard. Transfers available to Q11, Q21, Q52 SBS, Q53 SBS and QM15. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Woodhaven Boulevard. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 96th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 96th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 100th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 100th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 102nd Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 102nd Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 104th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 104th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 106th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 106th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 108th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 108th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 111th Street. Transfer available to Q37. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 111th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 114th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 114th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 117th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 117th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and Lefferts Boulevard. Transfers available to Q10, Q10 Limited and QM18. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and Lefferts Boulevard. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 121st Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 121st Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 124th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 124th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 127th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 127th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 130th Street. Transfer available to Q41. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 130th Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 132nd Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 132nd Street. Next stop, Atlantic Avenue and 134th Street. This stop is Atlantic Avenue and 134th Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Van Wyck Expressway Service Road East. This stop is Archer Avenue and Van Wyck Expressway Service Road East. Next stop, Archer Avenue and 143rd Street. This stop is Archer Avenue and 143rd Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Transfers available to the E, J and Z trains, AirTrain, Long Island Railroad, Q6, Q6 Limited, Q8, Q9, Q20A, Q20B, Q25, Q25 Limited, Q30, Q31, Q34, Q40, Q41, Q43, Q44 SBS, Q54, Q56, Q60, Q65 and Q65 Limited. This stop is Archer Avenue and Sutphin Boulevard. Next stop, Archer Avenue and 149th Street. Transfers available to Q83 and Q83 Limited. This stop is Archer Avenue and 149th Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and 158th Street. This stop is Archer Avenue and 158th Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and 160th Street. Transfers available to N4, N4X, Q4, Q4 Limited, Q5, Q5 Limited, Q84, Q85, Q85 Limited, Q110, Q111, Q112, Q113 Limited and Q114 Limited. This stop is Archer Avenue and 160th Street. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Guy R. Brewer Boulevard. This stop is Archer Avenue and Guy R. Brewer Boulevard. Next stop, Archer Avenue and Merrick Boulevard. Transfers available to Q17 and Q17 Limited. This is the last stop. This stop is Archer Avenue and Merrick Boulevard. This is Q24 to Archer Avenue and 168th Street.